Hello children, today in this video uh, we are going to talk about new topic, that is classification of sports injuries. Now in classification of sports injuries we talk about the soft tissue injuries, bone injuries, joint injuries and the management of these injuries. So before starting this topic, I just want to tell you about the sports medicine, because sports medicine is directly linked with the sports injuries or maybe the classification of sports injuries. So sports medicine is also known as exercise medicine. It is the branch of medicine that deals with the diagnosis, treatment and prevention of injuries related to sports. It includes the assessment and management of patients with musculoskeletal injuries and the medical problems arising among sporting activities. Uh, to manage this sports medicine, there is a federation known as IFSM, and IFSM is a of International Federation of Sports Medicine. So the primary focus or the basic aim of sports medicine is uh, is rapid and full recovery of patients from sports injuries. Now, topic is sports injuries, classification, causes, and prevention. But today we only talk about the classification of sports injuries. So basically, injuries which are common in the field of games and sports are known as sports injuries. Basically, these injuries are common. Happen during practice, training और competition. कहीं पर भी पॉसिबल है, प्रैक्टिस के टाइम पर भी पॉसिबल है, ट्रेनिंग के टाइम पर भी हो सकता है और कंपटीशन यानी जब कोई प्लेयर पार्टिसिपेट करता है टूर्नामेंट्स में या कॉम्पिटिशन में तो वहां पर भी इंजरीज होने के चांसेस होते हैं. If appropriate steps are taken by the sports person, the chances of getting injuries can be reduced. But in the same way, if appropriate steps are not taken by the sports person, then there a person has lot of chances to get injured. Now, sports injuries can be classified as under soft tissue injuries, bone injuries, and the joint injuries. In soft tissue injuries, we have basically six injuries like contusion, strain, sprain, abrasion, bruises, and laceration and the incision. Now, first of all, we talk about the contusion. In contusion, muscle injury occurs due to direct hit with or without any sports equipment. Blood vessels in the muscle are broken. Bleeding may occur in the muscles. Stiffness and swelling is a common sign. Muscle may not respond or may become totally inactive. And this contusion injury most common in boxing, wrestling, and kabaddi. Next is strain. Uh, Normally, students get confused between strain and the sprain. Basically, strain is a muscle injury and sprain is a joint injury where ligament and tendons ruptured. So, in strain, mild or severe muscle injury, sprain is a sprain may be mild or severe muscle injury. It's in severe cases muscle may rupture. In case of complete rupture, movement of limbs is not possible due to severe pain. May happen during practice or clash. Sprain. Sprain is a ligament injury. May occur due to overstretching or tearing of your ligaments. Occurs at wrist joint and ankle joint commonly in sports. In ankle joint and in wrist joint, this sprain is most common. Sometimes fracture is possible along with the sprain. If the intensity of the sprain is high, then fracture may occur or fracture may be possible. Swelling, inflammation, severe pain, and tenderness are common symptoms in sprain. Next is abrasion. Abrasion is a skin injury. And I think you all face or introduce in your childhood, or you observe this aberration, uh, occurs due to friction with any equipment or a fall over the area where the bone is close to the skin. Occurs at upper layer of the skin. So in aberration, only the superficial layer of the skin ruptures. Okay. Then bruises, an injury appearing as an area of discolored skin, red to blue or dark purple, on the body, caused by a blow or impact, rupturing underlying blood vessels. The particular impacted area in bruises uh, converts into red or blue or maybe dark purple. It is only happen because uh, when the object hit the particular body part, the underlying blood vessels are damaged and internal blood clotting is there. That is why the color of the injured part changes. Then we talk about the laceration and the incision. The laceration and incision injuries are considered as wound. Laceration is a type of wound that happens when soft tissue, mean to say skin and muscles in the body, are torn. It is often caused by blunt object and is deep. It results in the outlet of internal organs. In the same way, incision is a type of wound which is caused by sharp-edged objects such as knife, razor, etc. Sometimes the arteries or veins may be cut. Blood usually comes out freely from incision. In laceration and incision injuries, there is bleeding from the affected part. Now we talk about the bone injuries. In bone injuries, we have so many fractures like simple fracture, compound fracture, complicated fracture, green stick fracture, comminuted fracture, impacted fracture, and depressed fracture. Now, first one is a simple fracture, a fracture without any wound. ऐसा फ्रैक्चर जो सिर्फ बोन पर होता है, जहां पर कोई भी वाउंड नहीं होता है, that particular fracture is known as simple fracture. Second is compound fracture. In compound fracture, basically the bones broken and it comes or maybe it tears your skin. So along with this fracture, skin and muscles are also damaged. Generally, the broken bone comes outside, tearing the skin. Then we have another one is complicated fracture. Along with fracture, internal organs like tissues, nerves, or arteries are damaged. Such fractures are dangerous and common in high jump and pole vault. And for doctors, it is very difficult to treat this type of complicated fracture because so many complications arises at the same time. Then next is green stick fracture. Basically, green stick fracture is a type of fracture in which bone basically bends. And this fracture is most common in small children. So common in children because their bones are delicate and can bend on any stress. Then we have a comminuted fracture. When bone is broken into two or more pieces, common in cycling and motorcycling races. So in this fracture, bone broken into two separate pieces, mean to say your single bone converted into two pieces. Then impacted fracture. Fractured bone enters into another bone. In this fracture, one bone inserted towards the another one. So that type of fracture is known as impacted fracture. Then we have a depressed fracture. In this fracture, bones are broken and go down below their normal level, usually found in your skull. So normally this fracture is basically occurs in your skull, where after impact your skull bone basically gone down. Now we have joint injuries. In joint injuries, there is a injury like dislocation of lower jaw, dislocation of shoulder joint, and dislocation of hip joint. Now, dislocation of lower jaw occurs when chin strikes to another object, may also occur when mouth is opened excessively. So this dislocation of jaw is very much common in the boxing, wrestling, or maybe in the combat games. Next is dislocation of shoulder joint occurs due to sudden jerk or a fall on the hard surface. The end of humerus comes out from the socket. So as you all know, shoulder joint is also known as ball and socket joint, where when you fall on the ground and your shoulder strikes towards the hard surface, your shoulder joint socket separates or it comes out by the impact. Then we have a dislocation of hip joint occurs by putting maximum strength spontaneously, end of the femur is displaced from the socket. Normally, dislocation of hip joint is very most common in weightlifting games, where an individual perform against excessive weight, or due to this stress, the femur bone displaced from the socket. Now, we are going to talk about the management of injuries. Now, management of injuries. So, how will you manage these injuries? Basically, first of all, we have to know the concept of management. So, first of all, basic knowledge of first aid is essential. If you want to manage any injury, initially, basic knowledge of first aid is essential or required. Then next is immediate first aid is required. First one is basic knowledge of first aid, and second is immediate first aid is required after injury. In absence of first aid, consequence may be serious for the sports person. अगर पहली बात तो आपको फर्स्ट एड के बारे में बेसिक एसेंशियल नॉलेज होना चाहिए. जैसे ही कोई पर्सन इंजर्ड होता है तो उसको आप इनिशियली फर्स्ट एड प्रोवाइड करेंगे. इन केस अगर आपने इनिशियल फर्स्ट एड नहीं प्रोवाइड किया है तो इंजर्ड पर्सन की कंडीशन सीरियस हो सकती है. नाउ, हाउ विल यू मैनेज soft tissue injuries, bone injuries, as well as the joint injuries? So first of all, we talk about the soft tissue injuries, management of soft tissue injuries. And in soft tissue, we talk about the contusion. In contusion, when contusion occurs, cold compression should be used immediately for around half an hour. Cold compression should be performed 5 to 6 times daily. In case of more swelling at the injured part, anti-inflammatory medicines should be given. If the swelling still persists, consult the doctor. For rehabilitation, flexibility exercises should be done carefully. Now, the last point for rehabilitation. If a person has a contusion injury and after the injury was cured, so at the last stage, to regain your strength or to regain your previous ability, some rehabilitation exercises are required. So after recovery of injury, rehabilitation is required, and rehabilitation can be done with the help of flexible type of exercises or maybe with the help of yoga. Then strain organs should be kept in comfortable position. Cold water for 20 to 30 minutes or cold water therapy may be given for 20 to 30 minutes. Ice should not be applied directly. Wrap ice in cotton cloth or maybe with the ice bags, maybe in the ice bags. Light massage should be given after 2-3 days. Painkiller may be given in case of severe pain. Complete rest for 1 week. In strain, mind it, at least 1 week rest is initially required. Then warm water therapy should be given. In first 2-3 days, icing should be done, or after 3 days, the warm water therapy is required. Sometimes doctor suggests cold and hot compression. Maybe initially first 10 minutes cold compression, then we go for the hot compression. Injured part in a sprain, injured part should be kept in comfortable position. Cold compression should be used immediately for 10 to 20 minutes and performed 6 to 8 times per day. The injured limb should be elevated. If pain still persists, painkiller should be given. Warm water therapy after 2-3 days. Light massage should be given. In case of ankle sprain, 8 type bandage should be wrapped. Normally, there is a special bandage known as 8 type bandage, which is very much initially required in sprain injuries, because sprain injuries are the joint injuries. So joints are your delicate body parts. So 8 type bandage should be wrapped. And there is a concept of RICE, RICE. RICE is rest, ice, compression, and the elevation. Abrasion. Injured part should be washed with clean water / antiseptic liquid. Dressing should be done lightly if abrasion is serious. Anti-tetanus injection should be taken to avoid further infection. Painkiller should be given in case of severe pain. Most of the times, doctor or maybe the first aiders never recommend painkillers in abrasion type of injury. But if the pain is more or pain is severe, then some painkillers may be suggested. Then management of fracture or maybe the bone injuries. Try to locate the fracture by touching gently. Do not move fractured limb. Use splints and bandages to keep the fractured limb stable. In case of compound fracture, don't wash the wound. Use dry and disinfectant bandages. For vertebra fracture, athlete should be lifted carefully, where avoiding bending, twisting, etc. to the hospital. For ribs fracture, immobilizing bandage should be applied as it reduces further damage. For femur fracture, anesthetics or anesthesia should be given and affected leg should be immobilized. Now you see in this slide when fracture occurs. So initially you try to give first aid, and in this you just wrap the injured part with the cloth, and also apply splint to the broken bones. Now in dislocation or in this dislocation injury, immobilize the affected limb by bandage. Don't try to adjust the dislocation limb without a doctor. Athlete should be taken to hospital on stretcher. So these are the management of various injuries: soft tissue injuries, bone injuries, and joint injuries, basically the dislocation injuries. Now, dear students, in next video, I'm going to tell you about the prevention causes of sports injuries. What are the causes why the injuries occurs in sports? What are the prevention? कैसे हम इंजरी से बच सकते हैं? And the first aid. First importance of first aid, objective of first aid, and what you should have in your first aid box. So thank you, children.